Hey Ryan.
Okay. Hey buddy.
Do you know that the video that you did a full walkthrough of that thing is getting way more views than the underwater video?
I'm not surprised.
People love you, bro.
It's pretty cool. Well, it's not me, it's the product.
No, it's totally you. That's why I'm gonna retire myself and you're gonna take it over, bro, because they love you.
Hey everybody, good to see you.
Hey Ryan.
Yes.
Bro, like, people are mad that this is not on all the PDL drive. Why is that?
The ePDL drive is designed for the new Bigwater ePDL hull. It's internally wired with kill switch keys, so that if you hit something or fall out of the boat, the motor, if you're using the motor function or ePDL function, it will not run away on you. It was important to us to consider safety when launching this product. That is why, and we're not selling the drive separate. So you have to buy the Bigwater ePDL Plus 132 kayak to get the drive. The cool thing about it is, if anybody is a tournament angler out there, if you happen to own a Bigwater and then buy a Bigwater ePDL Plus, if you want to pre-fish a tournament that doesn't allow motors, you can pre-fish it from your ePDL Plus drive kayak, and then take your standard Bigwater pedal and drop it into the ePDL hull and use it that way. But no, it is not available for sale after. You have to buy the kayak to get the drive, and that's for the wiring and for the safety features that we built into it.
So if you are a tournament angler and you fish both motorized and non-motorized tournaments, you could simply buy a spare unit.
Yes.
From the
or
old...
if you own one already, you just take that Bigwater PDL and drop it into the ePDL hull to bypass and make sure that you're legal for the tournament.
So the other thing people are complaining about, because they don't, I don't think they watched the whole video, is the battery. They think that a 36-volt battery is the size of ICAS, basically.
Yeah.
Can you show us how big that battery is?
Follow me, step into my office.
There you go.
Excuse me. This is the size of the battery. It's a 20 amp hour, 36-volt battery. You get incredible battery life out of this. I've seen some comments online criticizing that we went with such a small battery and why isn't it 100 amp hour? First of all, it's 8.5 pounds. Because this boat is designed to use it as a manual pedal drive, a pedal e-assist, as well as a fully motorized kayak, I can personally attest. I've been fishing out of prototypes of this boat for the last 2+ years, and I can go 2 to 3 days between charges because I'm getting from point A to point B on highest speed level, and then I get there and I'm slowing down and I'm fishing. I'm using e-pedal sometimes, I'm using fully motorized sometimes, I'm manually pedaling sometimes. You're able to milk this battery for a very, very long time. Nobody I know, maybe Aliex, I'm sure when he gets one, he's gonna run it full bore for 3 hours straight on speed level 5, but nobody uses the boat that way, especially if you're out there fishing. What's really cool about the battery life on this, it's rated to run for 3 continuous hours in speed level 5, so that's the fastest you can go in cruise control. But if you knock that down to speed level 4, you're gonna get upwards of 12 hours. Speed level 3, you'll get upwards of 24 hours. Speed level 2, upwards of 32 hours. And speed level 1, you'll get close to 48 hours, I believe. So a lot of battery life out of this really powerful little battery. So it's designed, we've tested it, we've put thousands of hours of testing behind how we have this set up, and we're really excited to bring it to market. You want to talk about why it's really special?
Wait. Before you do that, can you show them the battery, how thin it is? Wow. Now, I say that you could probably fish 3 days without having to charge it. Am I wrong?
Well, I'll tell you, I fish regularly 2 days. I'll fish hard 8-hour days with this battery on a full charge, and after 2 days, I get half the battery life left.
Wow.
Yeah, so
you totally could do 3 days.
You could. I would advise people that own anything battery powered to not run it down too far, because that will impact the battery health over time. So you don't never want to drain a battery fully. But yeah, I'm getting 2+ days of fishing coastal, tidal, river conditions where it's working the boat pretty hard, and I'm getting a lot of battery life out of this. So pretty cool.
Go ahead. Why is that so special?
Why I love this boat so much. I live in Maine. I do a lot of fishing in Maine, in Florida, Texas. I fish a lot of coastal areas. I love this boat because I don't have to exhaust myself. I can explore new waters confidently without factoring in I need to reserve some energy to get home against that incoming tide or against really rough conditions. It really takes a lot of those factors and minimizes them, because the boat takes a lot of the work off of my shoulders so I can focus on fishing. So when I want to manually pedal it, it's a manual forward and reverse drive. When I want to have a little bit of help, or I want to take my feet off the pedals and check emails or rig baits or eat a snack, I can put it in cruise control, take my feet off the pedals. It just allows me to experience and optimize my time on the water to have the best time that I can. I love the Bigwater hull very much because this hull is designed to cut through rough conditions, current, and that's where I love to fish. It's where I'm catching a lot of fish. And so this boat is just a really good performing hull. Coupled with this new technology, man, I've taken this thing tens of miles and been able to get home and leverage the e-pedal to take some of that energy that I would normally be putting into the kayak experience, and it just makes it more fun because I can just relax and have a better time and not be exhausted at the end of the day.
Another big complaint is the price, $6,000.
Yeah, it's expensive. Innovation is expensive, okay? We understand the price point is big. It's one of the bigger price points on the market today, but we put a lot of engineering behind this, testing behind this. We did not cheap out on parts and components. We went to bat and delivered the most innovative product on the market today, and that costs some money. But when you factor in the kayak, the ePDL Plus drive, and the battery, all that's included in one package, off the shelf, this thing's ready to roll. Even includes a charger for your battery. All you need to do is bring it home, plug it in, register the kayak because it's motorized, and get on the water. You can outfit it however you want. You can go bare bones, or you can go to town with the accessorizing on this thing. But yes, it is expensive, but when you extrapolate the cost of the battery, it puts it in the ballpark of the autopilot. So if you buy an autopilot, you got to go buy a lithium-ion or lead-acid battery. That costs money, and so it's very comparable when you're comparing and contrasting the autopilot pricing. But innovation, if you want one of the coolest experiences on the water that's going to maximize your time and just unlock new fishing potential, here it is. I am very, very proud of this boat. I love it. It's become my daily driver. I still love my autopilot. I take that out a bunch too.
Wait. You say you take this over the autopilot?
No.
At the
no, I have the luxury of owning both.
We're done. But
no, I love my autopilot. I love my autopilot. I love spot lock, which you don't get with this. So when I'm fishing certain species, certain conditions, I still love my autopilot. But I have a trailer. One of them's dedicated to the e-pedal, one spot, and one spot's dedicated to autopilot. So I'm switching out. But I love this boat. I love catching stripers in Maine. That's my favorite. And when I'm fishing at Rivermouth, and I can watch the fish surface and get there in a hurry, and get on the fish, like this allows me to literally run and gun fishing, and I love that.
Bro, do you remember the tidal wave change? How do you say that? Like the tides change.
Yep.
And also crazy nasty. I was number 5, pedaling hard, and I was moving like this.
Yeah.
The autopilot was you would have been thrown out.
Yeah, so the autopilot, your top speed, depending on battery life, how much weight you've got in the boat, how much you weigh, is between 3.8 and 4.5. This, you get a good solid mile and a half faster out of this thing. So it is faster. So when you're fishing a really strong outgoing current, there's some days that because I live in Maine and we've got 18 to 25 foot tide swings, the tide moves faster than my autopilot sometimes. That's where this thing has been great, because if I'm fishing between Isla Mirada and the next key, Marathon maybe, that tide moves in between those keys, even down in Florida.
Oh, dude, tell me about it.
There's some days, and when some of those tide swings are happening, where I have to plan ahead and work around that with the autopilot. With this thing, I can work against that tide swing and actually make ground. So I love this boat. And I really encourage you to, we're putting on a demo tour this summer and fall. So if you're, on the fence, or you're really skeptical, I encourage you to visit one of our demo tours this fall. Give this thing a try. It is awesome.
Okay, so people love to talk about the connectors. Some of them are concerned that with salt water and things like that it may break. Can you talk about it?
Nope. We've tested the crap out of this. If you are diligent about rinsing your drives and your gear after saltwater use, that goes a long way. Also, normal plug care and maintenance is important. Dielectric grease your plugs. Make sure they're clean and free of debris like sand and seaweed and all that crap. But make sure that you're greasing your plugs. Grease your connections, keep them clean.
Now, how is that plug? Oh, it's a normal battery plug. Okay.
And if you end up buying one of these things, I encourage you to reach out to Old Town Customer Service and buy extra plugs so you have them on board. So if you do have a plug failure, which is prone to happen, you can replace it on the fly. But we've tested this whole system for the last several years. We're coming to market with something that is validated and tested and tested and tested. That's something that is super important to us. I think you've seen it with our pedal drives that exist, our motorized boats that exist, and it's something that's really important to us is quality. So
is that one over there the same boat on the other side?
So we've got that's one thing too. We heard you. You wanted more color options, different color options within the Sportsman line. I'm super pleased to announce in 2024, the Sportsman line are getting an additional color, and it's getting 2 color refreshes. Ember, our orange camo color, will remain in the Sportsman line. We are adding this new steel camo for all boats within the Sportsman line, as well as the marsh camo, which is like a traditional camo. I'll show you what that looks like. Come on over here. The traditional camo color as well. So you have Ember, you've got steel, and you've got traditional camo now. Photic goes away for the Sportsman line. You can still buy Photic colored boats in our recreational line, but we wanted to refresh the line, give another option. And so now there's 3 color options starting in 2024, and you'll find them in all Sportsman models.
Sweet, let me just give them a glimpse of the color. So now,
yes,
the other complaint is, why not forget about this and make the autopilot talk to the fish finder and make it brushless?
As you know, we are sister companies with Minn Kota. We work with their engineers to launch the 106 MK as well as the autopilot motors. They just launched a brushless motor this year, and so brushless is on the radar for everybody, and that's definitely the gold standard for where trolling motor technology is headed. Right now, we have what we have. It's tested, it's tried, it's true. It works great, and we love it. And just keep an eye on us in the future. You never know.
What Ryan is saying is that it's going to cost you $10,000 if they do that, and you'll be mad.
Hey, innovation and technology, it costs money, and it's something that we're investing into the sport. We want to make these crafts as capable and as user-friendly and as intuitive as possible. And that's where the price points are creeping up, is because we're investing in this sport to make the most premium, most high-quality crafts that we can.
Do you see a near future where this will be able to be used on the 120, on the Salt is gonna fly?
Yeah, so just keep your eye out. You never know what the future holds.
Now, I noticed, I think, not sure, have this been like limited out where maybe there's more output that you could have, but it was brought down?
We optimized the speeds on this. That's a great point and a great question, Aliex. So right now, the speed, you can get up to 5 miles an hour with this in Speed 5 cruise control and pedal E-assist. I mean, you can push it harder with if you put it in speed level 5 E-assist and pedal harder, you can get more out of it than 5 miles an hour, but it is rated for about 5 miles an hour given several factors, conditions, weight of the angler, and weight of gear that you have. And battery health as well. If you take good care of your battery, you'll get optimal performance. But we've optimized the speeds for certain situations. So speeds 1, 2, and 3 are optimized for your typical trolling speeds for fish. So speed 1 is about 0.8 miles an hour, speed 2 is about 1.5 miles per hour, and speed 3 is 2.1. And those are your typical trolling speeds for various fish. And then sport speeds 4 and 5 are your let's get up and go speeds. So those are going to be tuned for fishing for 1 through 3, and then get up and go for 4 and 5.
If you pedal normally and then you do a speed 2 and 3, you could probably hit 5 miles an hour without much effort. Like, what would be the optimal? Like, if you want to go the faster but also save the most energy, how will you do that?
Yeah, that's a great question. It's going to depend angler to angler and your strength, your leg strength. But if you're in speed 3 or 4 and you're in E-assist and you're able to apply some human element to that, you're going to get optimal battery life and you're going to maximize your speed for this setup. It's going to depend person to person and again, how well you take care of your battery over time.
Another thing that people are talking about, and I want to pull the few hairs I have left, is they're saying that somebody did this before, like Phil-Free, Jackson, where they had a motor that was on the drive.
Well, the difference there is ours offers E-assist. So with some of the other competitors out there, you had to choose. Am I going to pedal or am I going to use a motor? It was a one or the other. This offers 3. You can pedal it manually, you can have E-assist like an e-bike, or you can have full cruise control. It's all integrated. It's not a pick or choose. You can hit a button and change your setting. There's 3 different modes: manual pedal, pedal E-assist, and fully motorized cruise control. So it's all integrated and it's unlike anything that's out there, and it's patented. So we're really excited and very proud of that. Demo tour this fall. If you keep an eye on our website, we'll be promoting where you can get out near you to try this thing. We're taking pre-orders on it. We're starting to ship it in spring 2024, so about January timeframe. But you can pre-order this today to save save one for you. But if you're not convinced, or even if you're like, I don't know, come try one, because honestly, Alex can attest to this. It's not until you actually get in it and experience what this thing does for you that it will start to like explode your brain a little bit and make you think about where you love to fish and how you can maximize where you fish and maybe reach places you weren't previously confident to do so.
What do you tell to the viewer who says that this is for lazy people?
I am probably the least lazy person out there. What I've found, again, I feel like I'm beating a dead horse, is I've been able to explore new and different places that previously I wouldn't have taken any other kayak. I'm able to explore new places and maximize my time and optimize my time to catch more fish and to lean into the thing that I love to do, which ultimately is fishing. So it's not for lazy people, it just makes your experience all the better.
Ryan, how many hours have you clocked in on this?
I've been fishing out of prototypes for years. We've been working on this for years, and I've been fishing out of this secretly for a very long time. And I've put hundreds, if not thousands of hours in this boat, and it gets my stamp of approval, much like the autopilot. I love this boat, and again, don't take my word for it. Come try one. Alex, what about you, man? Let's bring you back into the frame.
Okay.
What do you think?
Everybody click off now.
I mean,
okay.
You're naturally optimistic, but you've gotten more cynical with age. No, I'm just kidding. But you're honest. Your viewers see that. What do you think?
Bro, it's your fault. Again, how many times did I tell you that? 4 times. Autopilot. I don't want to work. I want to fish.
Yep.
This still allows me to do. Okay. Let's put it. So when we fished that day that I didn't catch a fish because they were gone, there was no fish there. Only 1 or 2 fish left at the whole entire bay. I used it 95% on cruise control.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to work out.
Yeah.
But when I had to push it because the current was horrible, or I need to get out of the way, I just hit the pedals, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
But I miss my spotlight. I miss my autopilot. You know, I think it's great for people. Like if I'm going offshore, I'm taking that. I'm not taking the autopilot. Heck no. Like I will have nightmare if I take the autopilot. With this, I know that I could go a really, really far away. I know that if I get hit with a 4 miles an hour current, I could just put it in cruise control and drink something. Yeah. Like I think I'm safer.
And at the end of the day, if you forget your battery, you forget to charge your battery, it's still a manual pedal drive kayak.
Yeah.
You still forward and reverse. You still can get to where you need to go. And unlike a motorized offering, you don't have to think in the back of your mind is like you're doing math. Like how far can I go? And how much juice do I need to get back? And that's something that this eliminates. Like you can go for however long you want and still have confidence to get home.
But my main complaint, bro, why this one and not the 120? I think that's the main beef that I have with it.
This is our top of the line pedal drive kayak. It is made to cut through Bigwater.
Because it's Bigwater. And
it is
this
a big
is designed
water
for big
kayak,
water.
and this is designed to maximize your experience in the toughest conditions. Our flagship pedal model with the flagship technology made perfect sense. And this technology, we've invested a lot in it. There's a lot more to come, okay? So we wanted to launch the newest technology in our flagship pedal model because this boat's built for it.
So,
but stay tuned.
So when this boat and the Autopilot 136 gonna get together and have a baby?
The future is bright. But thank you so much, Alex. It's always a pleasure. It's really good to see you all. Thank you so much for, subscribing to his channel and for your interest in our brand. If you want to learn more about Old Town and this new technology, again, visit a demo tour this fall, but check us out, oldtownwatercraft.com.
Boom.